Germany was not yet united. Dozens of states remained divided. In 1862, Otto von Bismarck stepped onto the stage. Bismarck had one goal: to create German unity. A new era was about to change Europe, the era of blood and iron. Major debates erupted in Parliament. The army budget had created a crisis. Bismarck stepped to the podium and delivered words that would enter history. Great questions are not decided by speeches, but by blood and iron. Bismarck's plan was clear. Unity would come through war. Bismarck made his first move. The target was Schleswig and Holstein. Prussia and Austria were allies. Together they marched against Denmark. War began in 1864. The Prussian army emerged victorious. But another plan lay behind the victory. Bismarck had already chosen his next rival. Denmark had been defeated. Now Austria was next. Disputes emerged between the allies. Schleswig and Holstein became a source of conflict. This was exactly what Bismarck wanted: to isolate Austria. As 1866 approached, Europe was moving toward another war. War began in 1866. Prussia and Austria were now enemies. The Prussian army had more modern weapons. They would change the course of the war. The decisive moment came at Königgrätz. Austria suffered a crushing defeat. It had lasted only 7 weeks, but Germany's future had changed forever. After the victory, Germany was reshaped. Prussia was now the undisputed leader. In 1867, the North German Confederation was established. Many German states had united, but Germany was not yet complete. The southern German states remained independent. One final obstacle stood before Bismarck. Prussia's rise worried Europe, especially France. Emperor Napoleon III did not want a powerful Germany. Bismarck knew this, and he would push France into making a mistake. The two leaders were heading toward confrontation. War was now very close. In 1870, a new crisis emerged. The Spanish throne shook Europe. France demanded guarantees from Prussia. King Wilhelm rejected the demands. A summary of the meeting was sent to Berlin. Bismarck shortened and sharpened the text. The Ems Dispatch was published. France was outraged and declared war. By the summer of 1870, the war was raging. German armies advanced deep into France. At Sedan, the French army was surrounded. Its escape routes were closing. Emperor Napoleon III was trapped inside the encirclement. Defeat had become inevitable. On September 2, 1870, Napoleon III surrendered. Bismarck's dream of Germany was now within reach. The war did not end after Sedan. German armies marched toward Paris. The capital was under siege. Food shortages began to spread. Bismarck waited patiently. When Paris fell, Germany would be born. Months of siege finally paid off. French resistance was collapsing. While Paris remained under siege, German leaders gathered at the Palace of Versailles. Northern and southern German states were uniting behind one goal: a single Germany. Bismarck's long-term plan was succeeding. German unity had become inevitable. January 18, 1871 was approaching. A new European power was about to be born. January 18, 1871 had arrived. The Palace of Versailles was about to make history. The German princes reached a single decision. Unity was now official. King Wilhelm I of Prussia was proclaimed German emperor. Centuries of division had come to an end. Germany was now a single empire. Germany was united. Now it had to be governed. The empire's first chancellor was Otto von Bismarck. The new Germany industrialized rapidly. Iron, coal, and steel production surged. Germany became one of Europe's most powerful nations. As industry expanded, new problems emerged. Millions of workers labored under harsh conditions. Bismarck saw the danger. The workers' movement was growing stronger. New laws were introduced. Health insurance and social protection were established. One of the world's first modern welfare systems was emerging. Bismarck was strengthening Germany from within. Not all of Germany's problems were solved. A new struggle was beginning. Bismarck was concerned by the political influence of the Catholic Church. He believed the state should come first. New laws were introduced. A fierce struggle began between church and state. This period became known as the Kulturkampf. Bismarck strengthened state authority across Germany. Germany was now united. Bismarck's new goal was to preserve peace. France wanted revenge. Bismarck sought to keep it isolated. In 1873, the League of the Three Emperors was formed. Bismarck did not want war. He protected Germany's power through diplomacy. Bismarck continued expanding his alliance network. The balance of Europe had to be preserved. In 1882, a new alliance was formed. Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy joined together. During this period, Germany grew rapidly. Its economy and industry rose to the top of Europe. By the 1880s, Germany had become one of Europe's most powerful nations. The year 1888 became a turning point for Germany. Emperor Wilhelm I passed away. His son Frederick III succeeded him, but he was gravely ill. Just 99 days later, Frederick also died. Wilhelm II ascended the throne. The young emperor had different ideas. A clash with Bismarck was inevitable. Wilhelm II did not want to be a symbolic ruler. He wanted to govern Germany himself. The disagreement between Bismarck and Wilhelm grew. Two powerful personalities stood opposed. In 1890, Bismarck was forced to leave office. The architect of Germany was leaving the stage. A new era was beginning. Bismarck was gone. Wilhelm II gave Germany a new direction. Industry expanded. The military grew stronger. Germany became a world power. But Europe was dividing once again. Alliances and rivalries were growing rapidly. United Germany had been born, but soon the world would face one of the greatest wars in history. To be continued. From Germany to World War